Well, hello there, and good evening, everybody. I'm William Brantley from the University Village Apartments on Walker Road in the North Jackson, Tennessee area, ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. It was a kind of a nice sunny day today here in Jackson and parts of West Tennessee. It did warm up just a little bit from what yesterday was. I had no rainfall, of course. That's coming next Wednesday, and there's just about a chance for rain for almost the next 2 weeks once we get to Wednesday. Not every day, of course. There's some chances, like 20%, a couple of the days, and then fluctuating between 40 to 80% some of the other days. But we do have a fairly wet forecast coming up starting next Wednesday, the day after Halloween, which happens to be the starting of November. Alrighty. And matter of fact, I hope you enjoyed today's weather because today is the last Sunday. We'll have daylight savings time. We lose that next Sunday morning at 2 a.m. when they need to change our timepieces back to 1 a.m. And of course the sun will be going down an hour earlier and rising an hour earlier. Alright, to kind of give you a little information there a little ahead of time. Let me go ahead and run over yesterday's climate summary for you. Here in North Jackson, the low was 29 degrees. 50 was yesterday's high. No rainfall fell yesterday, of course, here in North Jackson. 51 would be the warmest high yesterday in West Tennessee at the Memphis, Tennessee airport. And 29 would be the coldest low for West Tennessee right here in North Jackson, Tennessee. Alrighty, let me get my camera a little straighter. So it looks funny. I really don't like that either. I'll get it straight here in a minute, folks. Be a little patient with me if you don't mind. Okay, I think it's close enough. Alright. Let's see. What's next? Today's climate data. I'll go ahead and give you the 6 p.m. update. As of 6 p.m., the skies were clear here in North Jackson, and the temperature was already down to 44 degrees. 44 degrees today. Yesterday it was right at about 42 degrees yesterday at 5 p.m. So it's actually warmer today, alright, than yesterday by a couple of degrees. Alright, 44 degrees. The dew point was 33 degrees today, that is. The humidity was at 44%, and the wind is calm at the Jackson airport. The temperature's here in North Jackson, but everything else is from the airport, which is close enough for me. The barometric pressure was 29.90 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature was 32 degrees. It did hit 32 degrees here in North Jackson this morning. I believe the Jackson airport had 33 degrees, so take your pick of 1 degree. But 32 here in North Jackson. Today's high did get up to 55 degrees, which was just about expected about that area, 55 degrees. No rainfall has fell, of course, since midnight. And I'm sitting at 295 for October. Normal is 340, so I'm just below normal by roughly a half an inch. For the year, I'm at 44.24, and normal is 42.65. So I am approximately 2 inches above normal for the year here in the North Jackson area. Alrighty, see what's next. Oh yeah, lowest humidity. The lowest humidity today was What was it? Then lost it. Oh, 37%. And that was at, no it wasn't, 35%, I'm sorry. 35% at 4 p.m. But just fairly dry, actually. The highest would be 92%, and that occurred at 7 and 8 a.m. this morning. Today's lowest barometric pressure would be 29.90 inches, and that occurred at 6 p.m. And the highest would be 30.02, and that occurred at 12 and 9 a.m. this morning. Today's highest wind gust would be 19 miles per hour out of the west at 10:42 a.m. Alrighty, let me move on to a few graphs and go from there. First of all, let me show you the national radar image, courtesy of AccuWeather, and let you see what it's looking like across the whole nation. And there you see most of the precipitation across the nation is in the northern half of the nation. Well, of course, we're clear here in West Tennessee, obviously. Jackson being right here, where that pin is. There might be a little bit of snow, believe it or not, over in East Tennessee. Heavy rain and storms up in this area of the northeast. Some more rain over here and snow up in this area. Let me see if I can get the camera to show it a little bit better. Oh, I know what I need to do. Lower it down just a hair. That'll help it. There we go. I knew that would help. Alright, that's a pretty good area. You can see it better now. All the rain and stuff up in New York and in the northeast part of the country. Snow up in this area, some over in here. When you see the blue, that's snow. Green, of course, is rain. It's scattered up in that part of the country. But nothing around here, though, except for maybe in East Tennessee. Now, yeah, right up in here, it might be, like I said, some snow in the mountains of East Tennessee. I don't think it's anything real dramatic, though. It just might be a few flurries falling. Other than that, the nation's fairly dry. Alright. Other than those two pockets of precipitation up in the northern plains and up in the northeast. Otherwise, the nation's fairly dry, it looks like. Florida's cleared out. They had heavy rain yesterday from that tropical storm, Philippe or something. I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But it's off the coast of the Carolinas now, so it's well on out of the way, and it's heading on out into the Atlantic Ocean. Alright, well that's a pretty good look at the radar for you. Let me just let it sit still. You can see it better that way than it is when I'm holding it. Let's look at the satellite. I will look at the southeastern regional on this one. Now there's some pretty thick clouds over there in East Tennessee where some of that snow is falling. That's a little thicker. I might should have put this on the national, but that's okay. While the rain's going on up there in the northeast, there's some more clouds up there in northern Missouri that's attempting to move toward our direction. It might tag us a little bit later this evening, like between midnight and sunrise. There might be a few periods when we might have partly cloudy to maybe mostly cloudy conditions, but overall it's still going to be mostly clear overnight, minus some cloud interference maybe later on tonight. The sun should come on up tomorrow morning fairly clear. A lot of these clouds will probably go southeast like they're going now. But I'm thinking that they will also go from something like this, and just misses. Now, if I'm wrong, and maybe come right down in here and then go on east, which will tag us then. So there's some small debate as to whether we'll have some clouds after midnight. If we do have clouds after midnight, that will actually hold the temperatures up just a little bit like they did this morning. We were expecting to hit 30 this morning, to hit 32. Now tomorrow morning's expected to hit 30, but if the clouds come through like they did this morning, it won't quite get that cool. So it has a lot to do with how far south those clouds finally end up moving. We'll see as the night wears on. Alright, let's go to the current surface map. Courtesy of the Weather Channel. We actually do have a low pressure to our northwest and a warm front over in Oklahoma that's going to be moving through, warming us up tomorrow. Here's the low pressures over toward the east, creating all that rain over here in the east. There's that warm front I was telling you about, with all the precipitation up north. There's the low there over Nebraska. We're going to be getting some of this warm weather right over here tomorrow, and probably Tuesday, and then start cooling off again. Up and down, up and down. We live in a roller coaster weather scenario around here, don't we? That's the rain on the east coast. Not too bad up north. There is, of course, some snow there. Not a lot though, but it's mostly along the Canadian border. And there's other fronts out west, lows and various other systems. Alright, that pretty much covers the surface map. Technically, in Tennessee, we're in the clear, as you can see. Alright, let me go ahead and move on to the forecast. And then I'll read that to you. And I guess that'll be it for tonight. Let me arrange this a little bit better. Alright. It's going to be I'm going to go ahead and call it mostly clear tonight and tomorrow. Even though we might have a few clouds that might move through overnight between midnight and sunrise. But I don't think it's really going to hamper the forecast that bad, if at all. We should have a low tomorrow morning, like I said, near 31 degrees. Give or take a degree or two. High tomorrow should warm up very nicely to 68 degrees. We'll have west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sunset tonight at 6:03 p.m. It'll be rising tomorrow morning at 7:15 a.m. and setting tomorrow evening at 6:02 p.m. The moon rose this afternoon at 3:01 p.m. It'll be setting at 1:14 a.m. Tomorrow morning, and and then rising tomorrow afternoon at 3:37 p.m. Alrighty. See what's next. The wind, I done gave you that. Oh, Tuesday. Halloween Day. Gonna be mostly clear at this point. There's been some debate about it the last couple of days, but it's back to mostly clear skies on Halloween Day and Halloween Day night. With the low of 37, it's gonna be a little chilly, but not super cold. High of about 57, so it's going to cool back off again. With the north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun rises at 7:16 Tuesday morning, by the way, and sets at 6:01 p.m. The moon will be rising Tuesday afternoon at 4:13 p.m. Alright, and then look out by Wednesday, mostly cloudy conditions return. Probably after midnight Tuesday night. with a 70% chance of some rain moving in on Wednesday, with low near 41 and a high of 61, with south winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there's actually a chance for rain and thunderstorms both on Thursday and Friday, with a 40% chance of rain on Thursday, increasing to a 90% chance of rain and thunderstorms by Thursday night, with a low near 57 and a high of 72, with south winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Friday, it looks like mostly cloudy, with an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms on and off all day and evening, I'm afraid, with a low near 59 and a high of 71, with south winds of 5 to 10 miles per hour. And even the weekend doesn't look all that decent. Cloudy conditions Saturday, very cloudy actually. There's during the morning hours, no precipitation is expected until Saturday afternoon. 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon hours, but just mostly cloudy for Saturday night. So it looks like rain-free Saturday morning and Saturday night, with a good chance of rain and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. The way it's looking right now. With low near 60 and a high of 71, with south winds of 10 to 20. And I'll go ahead and give you Sunday, next Sunday, November 5th. Daylight savings time ends and Central Standard Time begins at 2 a.m. So be sure you set your timepieces back 1 hour before you go to bed, so you'll be on schedule for next Sunday. And the weather's not going to help. No extra sunshine next Sunday. It looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy, matter of fact. So it's going to be a little darker than usually expected, which is really not unusual, I don't guess. Mostly cloudy skies right now. No rain's expected, with the low near 61 and a high of 77. Be kind of mild at least, with south winds of 10 to 20. And I'll go ahead and give you the sunrise and sunset times a week early. Next Saturday, I'll go ahead and go with Saturday. The sun rises at 7:20. Sunday morning, it rises at 6:21. Next Saturday evening, the sun sets at 5:57. Next Sunday, it sets at 4:56. And moon rises next Saturday at 6:47 p.m. and rises next Sunday at 6:35 p.m. And let's give you those for now, since that's a week ahead of time. All right. I think that's it, folks, for tonight. Sweet dreams. Hope you have a very super blessed Sunday night. And hope you wake up to a beautiful Monday morning, October 30th, 2017. And, of course, I hope I get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow night. And until then, may God bless you, everyone, and good night.